Good evening and welcome to On Scene with MPD, a Facebook Live event. This is the third, maybe even fourth Facebook Live event that we've been able to do with our community, and we began doing it about last year in 2020, and it's another way for us to connect with all of you. I am one of your hosts, Eric Schuler. With me here tonight, Gillian Schuler. You heard that right, Gillian Schuler. This is my wife. Gillian, how are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here tonight. Our plan tonight is to show you some calls for service that Modesto police officers have responded to recently. These are pre-recorded and they are not live.
Yes, we are here inside the Real-Time Crime Center. We are live at the Modesto Police Department. Because we are married, we're not wearing masks right now. We don't have a partition behind us or next to us. But as you can see in the Real-Time Crime Center behind me, we have partitions set up. So we like to keep our employees safe.
So in between each video that you guys are going to view, we will be discussing what you just saw. And if you have any questions, just type in the comment box and either we'll answer it live or our social media relations team will type you back.
Very good. Are you ready for the first video?
I am ready. This video is about officers that responded to a senior citizen residence where there was a working structure fire and Modesto Fire was already on scene. Our officers got dispatched to help evacuate. So let's take
Modesto 16, still condition yellow, please.
Adam 16, I copy, condition yellow.
That's how's their name?
How's your name?
Get this shelter.
Second one, you can't get out of the shelter.
On that second floor,
Copy.
to see if you can find anybody wanting help to get out.
On second floor?
Yeah.
Copy.
Outside, okay?
Yep.
Good. You're in charge of that.
Copy.
All right, gentlemen, here.
What'd you say? Thanks, bud.
Oh, you got something from Sarge?
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody down here.
Upstairs. Let's go. We got upstairs. Sarge wants us to go upstairs.
How do we get upstairs?
Anybody in here, Modesto, please? You good?
Hey, who's that door? Yeah, we're not opening.
Modesto, please. We gotta get you out. We gotta get you out, okay? There's a fire. We have to get you out of here.
You got one?
Yep, I got one. There's a fire.
I'm fine.
Okay, there's a fire. Let's go.
Just start guiding these people
There's
over.
a fire. Everything's okay. Let's go.
We have a group over here just to your east, and
Let's
then
go.
anybody
There's
coming
a
out
fire.
right there where you're at.
Cover, so see if they're coming out, see if they're gathering people to the church, and there's a group to the east.
This way. 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 Come on, let's go. This way. I'm gonna open the door, okay? Okay. Right there? Right there.
You know, what an interesting video that is. It's something nice to see, and it highlights the hard work that the men and women at the Modesto Police Department are doing on a daily basis. You know, it's not just about enforcing the law. In this case, officers are responding to assist with an evacuation, helping the Modesto Fire Department, working closely with not only the Modesto Fire Department, but also emergency services. And you can see the officers going through the building there. You can see the smoke. You can see them making contact with residents. Some of the residents appeared that they didn't even know that there was a fire that was going on.
Yeah, and what a good thing to go into smoke alarms and changing your batteries in smoke alarms. I think a lot of people is good to, when the time changes every spring and every fall, is to set an alarm for that and change the smoke alarm batteries just so you're safe.
Yes,
I don't think a lot of people know when to do that, and that prevents a lot of injuries from fire.
That's very good. So just as a reminder for those of you that are just tuning in, these body cam footage videos that we're sharing with you, they're all previously recorded. It gives us the opportunity to highlight some of the work that the men and women here are doing at the Modesto Police Department and share that with you. We are live here in studio here at the Modesto Police Department inside the Real-Time Crime Center. And it looks like we have a question from one of our viewers, and we do encourage all of you that are sitting here watching this, type any questions that you have. We're going to answer them live, or our media relations team will answer them themselves. They are here working behind the scenes. So the first question of the evening is from Linda. What prompted the virtual ride-along? Well, as you know, we've been dealing with a pandemic over the last year, maybe a little bit longer now. And, you know, in law enforcement, the Modesto Police Department is commonly engaged with the community, whether it's neighborhood watch meetings, coffee with the cops, a bunch of other things. So because of COVID, we have not been able to do those sort of things. So about a year ago, we came up with the idea of hosting a ride-along. This is maybe the third or fourth, I'm not quite sure, that we've had where we're using this format where we are live here answering any questions that you have and then showing you some body-worn camera footage.
And I think people are really interested in seeing what our officers do on a daily basis. And by tuning into seeing our calls that have been previously recorded, I think that really helps them, and just to show them what we do.
Yes, very true. So let's jump into the next video here. Here we're going to watch officers responding to a robbery call at a Citibank on Oakdale Road here in the city of Modesto.
Mary 83, Mary 81. It's the 211 alarm beat 71 at the Citibank at 1340 Oakdale Road. Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to report a suspicious person in our neighborhood. And then he went down the end of the street, he crossed the street, and continued down the alley and then turned left.
Mr. Who? Mr. Who? Oh, like what now? Okay, so from there to
Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
They're up. I don't have a gun range.
Don't move.
I don't have a gun range.
Don't move.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
All right.
I'm not moving. Step out. I'm not. Step out. I can't step. Hold on. Stop. Stop. Okay. I am. Stop. I am. Stop. Please, don't hurt me. I'm not. Please don't hurt me. I'm not. I'm doing it. Please don't hurt me. I'm not doing anything. Please. Please. Grab by the belt loop. Pull him out.
You got anything else on you that's taking me and fuck me?
No, I don't. I really don't. Come on. I have nothing like that. Nothing like that.
You got him, Troy?
Taking him 115. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Honey, get your. Good boy. What a good boy. What a good boy. Good boy. He's a good boy. Good boy. He's a good boy.
Hi, so what you guys just watched was a local Citibank of ours in Modesto that was had been robbed, and there was a suspect that fled, and a citizen who lives in the area was walking in their alley, and they noticed somebody that was acting suspicious, so they were able to call the police, and we got the K9 patrol officer over there, and they were able to track the suspect in the alley who was in the garbage can. What's interesting about that is it was about 20 minutes after the bank robbery that happened, and so citizens that see suspicious things that they're not used to and call it in really helps and keeps the community safe. The K9 unit that you did see there, that's Officer Payne. She is our first MPD female K9 handler, and she has to do several hours of training a month, at least a minimum of 20, in order to keep her and her dog certified.
You know, when you think about calls like that, and we've responded to robbery calls in the past, you know, officers responding and working with the calls that they're receiving, the 911 calls from the citizens in Modesto reporting the robbery. And then, of course, citizens that are maybe noticing suspicious activity. You know, it is so great that we have those phone calls from the citizens, that they're reaching out to us and telling us, because we're able to put those pieces together. You know, our dispatch center here in Stanislaus County, SR 911, is actively monitoring calls, especially during critical incidents such as this, and they're providing officers with that information. So when officers respond to something like this and they know that a suspect is fled in a specific direction, they're going to do what they can to set up a perimeter to contain and then actively look. You know, and the dog is perfect tool for looking for outstanding suspects.
Absolutely. And in other calls, not just our bank robbery call, but if you want to be anonymous, don't forget we have our Crime Stoppers, which you can always call. It's 209-521-4636, and you can remain anonymous if you don't want to just directly call 911.
Yeah, so this call, I like what it highlights. It likes what it shows about the police department and the officers, and then, of course, the community help that we receive, at least helping us get in the right direction, you know, and it just really speeds up the process.
On that note, we have another question from Sophia, and the question is, what does MPD do about our homeless?
Well, you know, in our last Facebook Live video, we highlighted the HEART team, and that team is working closely with the community, with those homeless, and then all of the different outreach groups that are here in Modesto. And their job is to contact the homeless and get to know them, learn about them, and find out what they can do to help, and put them in touch with some of the other groups locally here in Modesto. You know, at the police department right now, we are currently working on a pilot program where we are hiring and training outreach workers, and the plan is for those outreach workers to go out there and make those same contacts that the officers are making, with the goal of finding them help. whether it's mental health help, something to do with narcotics, residents, whatever it may be. And so we're just looking to kind of grow as a police department and utilize other resources. And it's a great way for those of you in the community that are interested in something like this to become involved with the Modesto Police Department and help your own community.
And I know when our officers are out on the streets and they encounter some homeless and some homeless that want some help, they can go either to the mission. We work well with the mission that's on Yosemite, or the Access Center at Salvation Army that's located downtown here. And they work well with us to help get them a place to stay, get them access to services, whether it's helping them assist with them getting a driver's license or an ID card. So those two places are very helpful here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about law enforcement is it's not just about writing tickets and taking people to jail. You know, as we've already seen in tonight's virtual ride-along, you know, we're responding to fire calls. You know, that's something that for the fire department, right, you would think. But the police department also helps. You know, if we're requested, we're going to help. We're going to work with those agencies that are asking for some assistance, and we're going to work together, and we do that often.
All right, so now we're going to go into our video for our bicycle team. We'll take a moment and you guys will show you the duties that our bicycle team does and talk about some bicycle safety for our city.
Welcome to Bicycle Basics with MPD. I am Sergeant Eric Schuler with the bicycle team here at the Modesto Police Department. Over the next few minutes, we would like to share with you some of the functions of our bicycle team, the specific direction our team takes in regards to laws that apply to bicyclists, and elaborate on some of the safety tips that are in place to help keep our bicycle riders safe. Let's begin by looking at some of the trails here in Modesto. Modesto has many great trails available to our riding community, and one of the things that we can do is help patrol these trails for vagrancy-related issues, criminal activity in general, and emergency situations. The Virginia Corridor Trailway begins in the area of Stoddard in Virginia and continues north for 2.7 miles, where it concludes at Woodrow Avenue near Fremont Street. This is an asphalt trail that presents a smooth ride for riders of all ages. The trail passes through several residential neighborhoods, Roseburg Square, and Roosevelt Park. The Dry Creek Trail begins at Moose Park on North Morton Boulevard and runs for 6 miles to Claus Road at Gomes Road. The trail runs along the creek, and what I like most about this park are the options for bicycle riding. There are smooth surfaces for a simple ride with the family, and also some dirt paths along the trail that offer more challenges for those riders that are wanting to mountain bike. This park offers children play areas, tennis courts, restrooms, and an extensive frisbee golf course. Another nice place to ride, the Hetch Hetchy Trail. This smooth asphalt trail begins at Sisk Road and Rumble Road and continues east to the area of Semelon Drive just north of Massera Way. The trail explores some wide open areas in northern Modesto as it passes by 2 city parks, Chrysler and Wesson Ranch. This is a 3-mile ride, fun for all. Now this brings us to Tuolumne River Trail. This fun trail follows the Tuolumne River beginning at Tioga Drive and Legion Park, concluding at Tuolumne River Regional Park. This park has a lot of side paths, fun for those that want to mountain bike. The 2.3 mile is a mixture of asphalt and dirt paths. There is a nice side path that leads to a bicycle obstacle course that is sure to be fun for all riders. Now that we have looked at some of the designated trails within our city, let's talk about some of the laws that pertain to our bicycle riders.
Rules of the road. The California Vehicle Code contains the state laws that specify where and how bicycles must operate. For the most part, bicyclists have the same rights and responsibilities as motor vehicle drivers. It is fair to say that these laws are here to protect our bicycle riders. While riding on the roadway, bicycles must ride as close to the right side of the road as practical, except under the following conditions: when passing, preparing for a left turn, avoiding hazards, or if the lane is too narrow to share. Riding with traffic. Bicycles must travel on the right side of the roadway in the direction of traffic, except when passing, making a legal left turn, riding on a one-way street, riding on a road that is too narrow, or when the right side of the road is closed due to construction. Hitching rides. Bicyclists may not hitch rides on vehicles. Stopping at both stoplights and stop signs, just like a vehicle would. Mopeds and high-speed electric bikes are not like regular bikes. Gas-powered bicycles and Type 3 electrical bikes may not be used on trails or bike paths or lanes. The law also requires the following items to be equipped on your bicycle: working brakes, lights at night, reflectors at night. Although not on your bicycle, the law does require those riders under the age of 18 to wear a helmet. Wear bright colored or reflective clothing if you plan on riding on the roadway. Communicate your intentions to other road users by using appropriate hand signals. Stay alert and remember that drivers or pedestrians may not see you. Always slow down and yield to other pedestrians. Always stop, look left, then right before entering the roadway. When you are a part of a cycling group, ride single file and not side by side.
A few additional safety tips. Don't wear headphones or earbuds when riding. You need to hear what is going on around you. Plan your route before you leave and tell a friend or family when they can expect you back. Watch out for turning vehicles. And lastly, wear a helmet. Thank you for tuning in to Bicycle Basics here with MPD.
Hi, thank you again for joining us at the virtual ride-along tonight in our real-time crime center. I am Officer Gillian Schuler here with my husband, Sergeant Eric Schuler, and he is actually one of the sergeants that's in charge of the bike team, the video that you just watched.
Right, so in case you're not getting enough of me, I had to squeeze in that video there. But seriously, you know, bicycle safety is super important here in Modesto. We have so many wonderful trails, as we just saw in that last video. We talked a little bit about safety tips, which is super important as well. You know, one of the things that we have been experiencing in Modesto, in our county, and then other counties as well, other cities are experiencing this as well, excuse me, is some local bike groups that have been forming, right? Because of COVID, it's been a good way for people to exercise, getting together with friends and family and ride a bicycle. Well, some groups have gotten together and those numbers have grown to about 100, 200, 300 or so. And so when you have that many bicyclists, sometimes they tend to take over the road. And we've probably seen those videos before on the news or on our Facebook. We posted a video of an event that happened a few months ago, you know, where we had 300 or so bicyclists riding up the road, blocking traffic, creating a hazard, in and out of the roadway, completing many CVC violations, California Vehicle Code violations, and that's just not safe. Not safe for them and not safe for the motorists.
That's very dangerous.
So one of the things we want to encourage is, of course, that you ride these trails, you use these trails. If you're going to ride, you can still ride in long groups, but big groups, but let's remember to spread out. Let's not be wide in the roadway, but let's exercise safety here. So it looks like we have a question here.
We do. Our next question is from Abigail, and her question is, what are the maps behind us? What these maps that you see currently are the calls that we have for service right now in the city and where our officers are at.
Right, so here in the Real-Time Crime Center, one of the things that our staff do here, and we have professional staff, which is non-sworn, not police officers. We also have police officers here. We have a supervisor, which is me inside the Real-Time Crime Center, and we are actively monitoring calls for service on a daily basis, listening to those calls, watching them on screen, right? You can see them on the map there, and we're able to look at where the officers are, and help really triage what's going on and assist those officers. You know, there's a lot of different tools that we are using here at the Modesto Police Department. The cameras are one of them. You can see them also on screen behind me. You know, we have blue light cameras in the Modesto area. They're visible. Everybody can see them at the intersections. The lights are flashing blue, and those are there to assist our officers and our community members. You know, it's something to think about when an officer is responding to a suspicious person or a collision that has occurred at an intersection. Here in the Real-Time Crime Center, we can log in if we have a camera nearby, and we can look at what's going on and provide that real-time information to those officers that are responding. And we've done that several times since the inception of the Real-Time Crime Center, and we have a lot of success stories. You know, and it's not just the in-progress things that are happening.
It's like car accidents, or if an officer responds to a call and it's after the fact and we need to replay something for our investigation, those cameras are very, very helpful.
Yes, so the Real-Time Crime Center is very much a part of our patrol operations. They're assisting our patrol, and we've really just expanded what we can do as an agency.
I think we're going to go into our next call.
Yes, so our next call is going to be it looks like a mentally disturbed person at a specific address on Coffee Road in Modesto. Officers are called there, and they have to establish what's going on. And then, of course, it looks like they're going to exercise some caution as they establish what they're doing and how they're going to deal with it.
Excuse me, can you please help me some water?
Are you?
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm Officer Foster of the Police Department.
Please bring up some water.
I'll bring you up some. Who else is upstairs?
There are people breaking into my house.
Okay. Who else is in the house right now?
I'm not sure.
Must be something. I've got contact with the responsible. She's up at the door. I'll wait for one more to try to make entry.
I think I might hear one other person, but I don't know.
Hey, who's upstairs with you?
I don't know. I don't know about the VIP list.
Okay, is the front door open that I can get you help?
Yes, please.
It's unlocked?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, A-firm. AMR just went 97. Hey, this is... It's Officer Foster. You need to come to the door. I need you to come to the door. Let us be sentry. I'm at the front door, and she's not coming to the door. I'll stand by for 71 and we'll determine where to go from there. Come to the door, please. I need to get you some help. I mean, she was alert and responsive and talking. She's just ALOC. It's Officer Foster. Please open the door. I want to try to help you.
What was she still there?
I don't know. Is she at her window?
That's what he's saying.
Okay. Hey, so she's not bleeding really bad. Okay. But there's obviously something on board.
So is it like a... What'd you say?
I said the deadbolt's locked, but the knob isn't.
Is it like an attempt, or she just cut herself accidentally, it sounds like?
I can't tell. She's 5150 right now, or 11550. She's talking about the VIP list, and someone's breaking into her house. But the window looks like it was pushed out from the inside. She's got blood on her, but it's not like profuse bleeding or anything.
You ain't gonna do it. No? No. You guys might have to break in.
We'll figure it out.
Go in the window. Yeah, she's not gonna do it.
Is she answering you guys?
Yeah, she says she can't. She's like, there's somebody at the front door. She's like, it's us. Go open the door. She's like, no.
Yeah.
Go to the front door.
Ow!
Can we come in and help you?
Yes, please.
Okay, we're okay to come in?
Yeah.
73, Adam 27. I've got contact with her. She's given us permission to come in, force it. We're here to help you, okay? We're going to come in and help you, okay?
Okay.
We just want to help you. You're not in any trouble.
Okay.
73, Adam 27. She should be in the far left corner in a bedroom when you guys make entry.
Ow, ow.
That's hard. Hey, police department. Police department, can you come out? So it's
Hey, she's still standing by the back window, 73.
I'm gonna go taser. Hey, police department, can you come out? We're here to help you. Is it right here? No. So just door. Police department. Hey, we just want to help. Can you come out? All right, let me pop this door.
Yeah, there's no response. You just back to the building.
Police department. Just got a dresser blocking the door. I'm gonna swing here. Hey, can you come out here?
Yeah, please.
All right. Yeah, can you just throw that on and walk out here?
Yeah.
You got a good view?
Yeah, she's, we gotta go in. She's Hey, can you come here?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Okay. Okay, come here. Come here. Here, come here.
No.
Come here.
Hold on, electricity.
Okay.
Electricity, hold on.
You got it. You got her? Put the water down. Here. Here, we just want to help you. Here. Put your hand behind your back, please.
Glass.
Yeah. Put your hand behind your back, please.
Ow!
Can you put your hand behind your back, please? Thank you.
Let's get her out.
Okay, let's walk out. Can we, here, we're gonna walk out.
I'll be behind you.
Okay, we're gonna walk out.
I put that, step back. Turn around.
Here. We're gonna bring her out to the living.
You got the gurney?
I've got the gurney at the bottom of the stairs.
Ow!
Let me see if I can get a sheet.
Ow!
Okay. Relax. Stand. Just hang tight. We're gonna get you some help, okay?
They got the gurney out there, so she can.
Can you? Are you able to walk?
No, it hurts.
Okay.
Can I have my sweater, please?
Not right now. We gotta get you some help and get these wounds cleaned up. What happened tonight?
Ow! Ow! Please.
Alright, we're here to help. We need to hang tight real quick.
No.
Is there somebody else in here?
Oh, no. Ow. Oh.
Hang.
Relax. It's okay. Stop moving around. It won't hurt as much.
God.
Try to walk her or not?
You gonna walk? Or?
She's got cuts on her feet, probably glass inside there. She was standing and broke the glass when we came in.
Hey, if you want to put that behind her back, then we can just lay her back down.
Pull her.
Why?
We're not going to be able to layer back this way because there's glass.
Well, the tarp will probably...
It doesn't work crazy. I'm gonna throw up.
Just grab a handle on the side. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Help me! Please don't do anything. Don't do anything.
Just lay back.
Police department, we're here to help.
They said they were gonna decapitate me.
You got that?
Yeah.
Let's grab that side. I'll grab this side.
There's tablets all over there.
Help me! Help me! Help me!
So the call that you just watched is where a neighbor had called in about a female who was on the second floor of her own apartment and had broken out the window. When officers arrive, they see that she is at the window asking for help and she was bleeding. So they don't know what's going on. If there's some kind of mental health issue, if she was under the influence. She did give officers permission to enter her residence, and the door was locked. So that's where you saw Officer Foster had to kick in the door to get to her. And going in there, they don't know if there's anyone else in there, what the situation is. So it could be dangerous for the officers and for the citizen herself. But while they searched through the apartment, they made it to her room and noticed that she had barricaded the door with her dresser. So they had to get in there, and because she was bleeding and there was broken glass, they were able to get in there, help her, detain her, and have fire and AMR respond and help take her to Bay Area or the local hospital for treatment.
You know, when I look at a call like this and I think about it and I put myself in the shoes of the officers that are responding, you know, and oftentimes when police officers are responding to calls for service, they're given some information about what's occurring, not always 100% accurate information, you know, and so it's believed information, whether it's a broken glass, someone at an apartment complex causing a disturbance, you know, they don't know for sure. They don't know if it's a crime. They don't know if it's mental health related. It could be something else that I'm not even listing here tonight. So when these things are happening, officers are having to triage it and work through the investigation one step at a time. As we saw in the beginning of the video, the officers arrive on scene, they're looking around, they're establishing where the apartment is, they see the broken glass on that second story, they see someone inside and they communicate with that person. You know, and officers are trained in mental health. There's a class that they go to and there's ongoing training on top of that. And so they're able to triage and assist with these investigations. You know, this is not specifically something that is crime related. It's something that's mental health related. So the officers are dealing with that, you know. And as we saw at the end there, and you mentioned, the fire department is there, you know, and I'm sure AMR or some sort of medical assistance was there to help triage this person, this citizen that was in crisis, and get them the help that they needed, you know, and get them to a local hospital so they could be looked at, right? Tended to because of some cuts that had been caused by the broken glass, and then also some mental health help with what's going on. It's a very uncomfortable situation. I can think of going into apartments and you're looking for someone and, you know, you don't know. You don't know if they're going to be a danger to themselves. You don't know if they're going to be a danger to you. And, you know, in this video here, you see the officers cautiously moving through the apartment until they're able to locate her, communicate with her, and then take her into custody. You know, and when you think about that, the reason they're taking her into custody, they're placing her in handcuffs, is because of the damage that's already caused. It's for her safety. They want to make sure that she doesn't hurt herself or try and hurt anyone else. You know, and sometimes officers are put in a terrible position where someone is trying to cause harm to them or somebody else. So the officers are going to make them safe, place her in handcuffs. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's going to help her. It's going to prevent her from causing harm. And then they transport her over and move her to the fire department and the emergency services that's there and start working on her. You know, and those handcuffs come on just as quickly, or they come off as quickly as they come on. So that's something to think about. You know, just because the handcuffs are on there doesn't mean that she's going to jail, and that wasn't the case in this situation.
And the call ended well. She got her treatment that she needed. Nobody else, no other neighboring apartments or anyone else were hurt, and the officers were okay, and she got the help she needed. So that's good.
Yes.
We have a question too from Danny. You want to answer that?
Yes. What are we doing about gangs? That's what Danny asked. So at the Modesto Police Department, we have a street gang unit. Their primary focus is investigating gang-related crimes and deterring gang activity, and so now something to think about, you know, as school is being let in. Kids are going back. You know, we're going to start having a little bit more gang presentations at our local schools so we can raise awareness.
We're going to have officers do interactions with our schools as well, to include officers going, having lunch during their lunch hour, sitting with them, talking with them, seeing if there's anything that they can do to help. We're going to have officers where they go to the elementary schools, talk to them, do some reading with the elementary school kids. I think the interaction, now that school's back in session, is definitely needed for these kids since they've been out of school for so long.
Yeah, I think we're definitely headed in the right direction.
Okay, we have another call of a burglary at one of our local car dealerships. There was a report that there were suspects seen, several suspects on the surveillance camera, what appeared to be messing around with the underneath of some of the cars in the parking lot, and the cameras had got disconnected before officers arrived on scene. So let's take a look.
Police department, you're under arrest. Stop where you're at. Come out to the road.
343, take Emerald Point.
2 subjects jumping southbound in Emerald Point.
2 subjects jumping southbound into Emerald Point of permit. That's P63 on 97 Emerald Point.
6373, they came in from the northeast corner from you.
Copy.
7-1, got 2 running westbound into the center of the apartment complex. Stop! Get on the ground! 1 at gunpoint. Get on the ground! He's over here. I'm gonna send the dog. I'm gonna send the dog. Get out here. Go over.
Is he jumping?
He's back over the fence. Get back. I'm gonna tase you.
B21, are you still facing west now?
Get down now! He's trying to hop the fence
Trying to hop the fence right now. Have you trying to hop the fence?
Hey, dude, don't do it! Don't do it! Just get down! We've got about 7 officers on scene. Jump down, dude!
Police department, you're under arrest. Let go now. Let go. Get out of here. All right.
Down!
Roll over now or I'll tase you. You understand? Yeah. Put your hands behind your back.
Got it. Stay down.
7-1, we're taking 1 to 15. There might have been 2 others running towards Stanford. Relax.
Copy, taking
They ran that way.
2 others running towards Stanford. B43, are you on Stanford?
Is a heavy set, dark clothing.
Stay right here.
Hi.
Second one was Steve running southbound toward Stanford. It's going to be a male, all black clothing, heavy set.
Make sure there's nothing on you.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Copy that. Southbound towards Stanford, male, all black clothing, heavy set. B43, are you on Stanford?
Affirm.
Copy that. Hold there, another unit that can go to Stanford and Sherwood.
Well, yeah, dude. Oh, you're bleeding all over me. God damn it. Stand up. Just stand up.
Adam 27, I'm inside 325 Stanford. I'm 197 as they were taking the one into custody.
Stand up.
Copy. Hold there at 325 Stanford. Then any other unit that can join B43 on Stanford F.
You got any weapons on you, dude?
No, man. B73, I can head that way. I'm over on Union, unless somebody made it back to the north.
You can hold there. B33, what's your choice?
Hold on, let me get gloves.
Lean against the car, dude. Lean against the car.
Or that holding the driveway on the west side of Stanford is their Milton apartment.
What's hurting? Your hands? Alright. We'll get you a medic, okay, dude?
Alright. I think my head too, and the side a little bit, and my hands worse.
on Sherwood and Denver.
Copy, one detained on Sherwood and Stanford.
Watch
Confirm
this,
this is the second subject that was outstanding.
I got ID the heavy set, dude.
This subject is a WMA, gray shirt, blue jeans, sweaty.
You know, it's nice to see the officers responding to the scene there, actively working together, communicating amongst each other. You hear them on the radio. You hear SR 911 giving them information that's pertinent to what's going on, so they're able to act accordingly. You know, and then they locate a suspect that's fleeing from them, and they're able to take that person into custody. You know, and as you saw towards the end of the video there, and you hear, you know, there's an additional suspect, at least one more, that is apprehended by officers. You know, when officers go to a call like this, there's multiple officers responding typically, you know, and they're all doing their part, different parts throughout this investigation. So while some officers are dealing with the first person that they apprehend and arrest, other officers are actively looking to preserve the crime scene and look for this other outstanding subject. You know, and as you saw in the video there, there's property that's recovered, property that was being stolen from the business, also tools that were used to commit the stealing.
So with that, you probably saw there was some auto parts underneath, and we've had a huge rise in our Cadillac converter theft. It's a statewide issue where suspects are going typically in the evening when everyone's asleep. They can get under your car. It takes less than 5 minutes. They get their Cadillac converter and they take it and they go sell it. There's ways to make sure that you could try to prevent that. Lighting around your house, maybe cameras set up, some alarms at the front of your residence. Make sure that your cars are parked where it's not there's not such a lot of access. There is a way to edge your catalytic converters. And you could do that April 8th, actually in Modesto. Jiffy Lube on McHenry and Yosemite, and Midas on McHenry. It's free. It's a free program. You just go in there and they will etch your license plate number on your catalytic converter. So hopefully it doesn't get taken, but if it does, and we contact a suspect that has multiple car parts, we could look it up, run it, and see if it's stolen, and obviously get it back to you and or make an arrest.
Yes, and having that license plate number etched on the catalytic converter makes it a little bit more difficult for them to take it somewhere and have it recycled because that number is going to be on there and the business is going to be able to run the number and find out that it's actually stolen property. So it's definitely a great tool, and you can take advantage of that on April 8th here in Modesto at those two businesses that she just mentioned here, the Jiffy Lube, McHenry and Yosemite, and then Midas on McHenry as well. So for those of you that maybe have just tuned in, I am Eric Schuler, one of your hosts. This is Gillian Schuler, another host this evening. This is my wife, which is why we're not wearing masks here today in studio. We are live. We're live here in the Real-Time Crime Center at the Modesto Police Department. The body-worn camera videos that you have been watching were pre-recorded. It gives us the ability to share some footage with you that I think highlights the hard work of the men and women at the Modesto Police Department.
And speaking of that, I'm part of our recruitment team, and if you go to our website at www.modestopolice.com, we have several positions that we are hiring for. We're hiring for recruits, which is a subject that would like to be a police officer, and they apply, and once they pass background and all the testing, then we can put them through the academy, and then once they graduate from the academy, they can start here in our field training program. We also are hiring for laterals, which are police officers from other agencies that are looking to change departments and see what Modesto PD has to offer. And we always have recruitment open for our police explorers and our volunteers. So again, check out our website at www.modestopdpolice.com.
Very good. So please, if you have any questions, please comment down below. We will answer live when we come back from our next and final video here. It's hard to believe, but we have one more video left.
It's gone by fast.
Yes, it has. It's been fun, though.
Hope everyone's enjoying our videos.
So our last video of the evening is a suspicious activity at a business on Coffee Road. Employees are reporting that they're hearing footsteps on top of their business, and sounds like they're hearing dragging as well. So something suspicious, and the officers are going to respond and establish what's going on.
Let's take a look.
B73, let me get a couple units to the west. A couple units to the west. RP says that they came in from the back. Hey, stand by with me. I'm going to throw the drone up. Must be sentry. Give me one more unit up to the front of the business with me. I'm going to put the UAV up.
I got a male on the rooftop wearing black jeans, red shirt, walking northbound towards the business.
186, copy, male on the rooftop, black jeans, red shirt, walking northbound.
You want access to the back through the laundromat?
Not yet. Just give us a minute.
Copy. We can have one unit on scenic holding, so they don't go into the one rental park.
Hey, people on the roof, you guys are under arrest. This is the Modesto Police Department.
D33, I'll text you.
The K9 unit is here. If you do not surrender, we will send the K9 to the roof. He will find you and bite you.
Unit coming. Let's have them take the tow yard if that's not covered.
Lincoln 186, is there?
Myself.
B83, let's stage fire in case we need to use their ladder.
V81, we're going to start making PA announcements.
Otherwise, you'll get feedback.
You want to shut the door, Adam? Or
You know what? Just hang on. Don't do it from here because I'm not going to be able to hear anything.
Hey, you want me to put out the UAV zone?
Yes. All right, B73. I've got the male walking northbound on the roof. Continuing up, he's got his hands up, but he's continuing to walk north. He's actually right there. Go ahead and do it, but it's going to feedback.
How'd you get up there? Hold on.
81. He looks like he's being cooperative. He's going to the north side of the building where he said he can get down. Let's see what happens.
Hey, bro! Hey, go, bro! Hey, go!
81, he's in the tree. We need units to the north in the apartment complex.
B-73 following him with the UAV. He is hopping a fence going westbound through the alley to the west. Alley to the west. He is hopping a fence into a yard, continuing westbound.
Yeah, he's up on the other side.
Yeah.
Go. Wait, this is gonna come up. Go ahead. Good.
Hey, get on the ground!
Right here.
Hey, come here, come here. Stay right there, bro.
Stay right here. Hold him at gunpoint. Bottom corner right there.
Don't move!
Hey, Modesto, B-43, priority traffic. One at gunpoint. UAV's right above us. Can you see us, Foster?
Come over. Stay on the ground. Yeah, come over. Hey, bro, you move. Hey, put that rock down.
B-43, we're going to be taking him into custody in 1 second.
You good?
Got him at gunpoint? I got him. Don't move, bro.
Yeah.
Put the other hand behind your back. Put the other hand behind your back.
Yeah, we're good.
Good, Agent? Yep. Log him 10-15. All right, bro. Stand up.
Thanks again for joining us tonight for our virtual ride-along at the Real-Time Crime Center. The video that you just watched was of Officer Foster. He was dispatched to somebody being heard on top of a laundromat. The subjects that were inside the laundromat heard somebody who they thought was on the roof. When he got there, Officer Foster was able to use his UAV and put it above the roof, and he saw a subject. The subject then jumped off the roof and was in the adjoining neighborhood in the backyards, which helped establish our perimeter for our officers, knowing where the suspect was, and our officers were able to find and locate the suspect and take him to custody, and that was huge help with that UAV that Officer Foster was using.
Yeah, you know, when you think about Officer Foster deploying the UAV, almost immediately after he responds, he's able to get a bird's eye view, looking down and establishing what's going on. You know, I can remember before we had UAVs, it was a different tactic that we would take. Of course, we do have airships sometimes that are working. However, it was calling the fire department and asking the fire department to come with a ladder, and then officers would climb up onto the roof and check. And now, when we have these UAVs, we're able to do things a little bit more efficiently and definitely safer. And locate the suspect pretty quick after officers arrived on scene. And that officer, Officer Foster, who was operating the UAV, was able to coordinate with the incoming units and tell them where the suspect was, where the suspect was fleeing to, so they could safely take him into custody.
And we have several officers that have those in their patrol cars during a shift, so when one is needed, they're available.
Yes, we have about a dozen officers that are trained in the operation of the UAV through all divisions here at the Modesto Police Department. So it's not just going to be patrol functions, although that is generally what we use it for. We can use it for other operations as well, such as missing persons. You know, sometimes we've had missing persons investigations, whether it's young children or adults, and we're trying to locate them. And we're able to send the UAV up in the air and get an aerial look, looking down, and we can search a lot faster in that fashion than we can on the ground.
Yeah, it's some extra eyes we have in the sky.
Yes, so that was our final video of the evening. One of the questions that we have not had a chance to answer was about drug activity in your neighborhood. I will remind everyone here that we have Crime Stoppers here in Modesto. That's an anonymous number that you can call. You remain anonymous. You share the activity that you want to report, whether it's suspicious activity, narcotics, and you're able to report that to us, and we can follow up with that here in Modesto. Again, that's Crime Stoppers, 209-521-4636. And in addition to that, something that we're proud to announce, and this is something that's live as of this moment. We have not posted this yet.
It'll be announced tomorrow.
Announced tomorrow. So the Modesto Police Department now has a Spanish Facebook. So all of you that are watching this now, if you speak Spanish, please, after this virtual ride-along concludes, log in and search for the Spanish Facebook of the Modesto Police Department and like the page, and you're going to be able to follow us in Spanish.
Okay. Well, we'd like to thank everyone that's helped us behind the scenes tonight that have really put these videos together. And that's Officer Foster. We have Officer Volker. We have our PIO, which is Sharon Bear. And we have Lieutenant Chris Adams. So they've been a huge help to make this virtual ride-along happen for you tonight.
Yes, behind the scenes, they've accomplished so much in preparing the videos, and then, of course, what's going on right now. I think you and I had it actually pretty easy.
I think so. Just standing here.
So thank you very much for tuning in. This has been another edition of On Scene with MPD, a Facebook Live event.
Look for our next one.